know Luffy has a funny habit of giving nicknames to almost everyone he meets, instead of remembering real names?
Do you remember?
You're only pretending to care about me, when really you're looking for a chance to escape. Do you honestly think you can fool me with your lie? I ate the glare fruit. Thanks to that, I've become, well, quite observant. I can see through anything now. You men are all liars. Let me see inside your mind. Not that anything in it will be worth a damn. Why did Straw Hat join up with Law? What do they hope to do? What brings you to Dressrosa, besides the Caesar trade-off in Green Bay? Answer my questions. You don't have to speak. If you won't tell me, I'll just look inside your mind.
Hey, she's doing the pose! She's about to use her power!
Now, keep in mind! So dirty! His mind is totally pink! I've never seen anything like it! I can't begin to fathom!
I'm thinking of you, about the way you looked at me.
There is a man there I need you to kill for me.
I knew that. You weren't lying.
You're only pretending to care about me, when really you're looking for a chance to escape. Do you honestly think you can fool me with your lie? I ate the glare fruit. Thanks to that, I've become, well, quite observant. I can see through anything now. You men are all liars. Let me see inside your mind. Not that anything in it will be worth a damn.
Boa Hancock is obsessed with Luffy. There's actually a few reasons. He protects Boa Hancock and her sister's deepest, darkest secret from being exposed, despite them constantly trying to kill him. During his fight with her sisters, Luffy constantly tries to protect the girls who saved him, who were turned to stone for saving a man on their all-female island. After the fight, he's given a choice. Leave the island with a boat, or stay and free the girls. Just look at this right here.
You must decide. I can either return them to normal, or help you to reach your destination. Choose one, forget the other.
Good deal. That's great. Well, okay. Go ahead and turn him back.
She realizes he has a good heart, and that's why Boa Hancock is obsessed with Luffy. There's actually a few reasons. He protects Boa Hancock and her sister's deepest, darkest secret from being exposed, despite them constantly trying to kill him. During his fight with her sisters, Luffy constantly tries to protect the girls who saved him, who were turned to stone for saving a man on their all-female island. After the fight, he's given a choice. Leave the island with a boat, or stay and free the girls. Just look at this right here.
You must decide. I can either return them to normal, or help you to reach your destination. Choose one, forget the other.
Good deal. That's great. Well, okay. Go ahead and turn him back.
She realizes he has a good heart, and that's why Boa Hancock is obsessed with Luffy. There's actually a few reasons. He protects Boa Hancock and her sister's deepest, darkest secret from being exposed, despite them constantly trying to kill him. During his fight with her sisters, Luffy
Hilas extra big. Dalamang sa dami. Hilas extra big sa kusog. Bili na!
One Piece is packed with tons of strong characters, but some of them have some pretty weird weaknesses. For example, our favorite MC Luffy's weakness is actually meat. Luffy might seem unstoppable at times, but if there's one thing that can totally sidetrack him, it's meat. Remember when Luffy seriously thought Doflamingo would give him meat if he handed over Caesar? Like, he was literally daydreaming about it. But it's not just a craving. Luffy actually needs meat to fight. Yeah, like when he ran out of energy after using his Gear 5 at Egghead Island against the Five Elders, guess what instantly brought him back? Meat. The moment he got a bite, he was back in action like nothing happened. So yeah, if you ever want to stop Luffy, just wave some meat in front of him and you're good. Now we've got Zoro, and everyone knows his biggest weakness, right? His terrible sense of direction. Like seriously, you can find entire compilations of Zoro getting lost. But what makes it even worse? Well, even when someone literally points him in the right direction, he still goes the wrong way. At this point, it's not just having a terrible sense of direction. Zoro might just be dumb. Like, remember in Skypiea when Robin told him to go south? Yeah, this is how Zoro walked. Oh, and shout out Luffy as well, as he also can't follow simple directions. Let's continue with the Straw Hats. This time, their navigator, Nami. And her biggest weakness? Money. Nami will do just about anything for money. I mean, remember when she flashed the entire crew and then immediately charged them 100,000 berries each? Yeah, she'll scam and steal if it means making a profit. And let's not forget how quick she is to collect debts, like I don't even know how much Zoro owes her right now. So yeah, money is absolutely Nami's weakness. Another character with a pretty weird weakness is Katakuri, because his weakness is donuts. Yeah, this menacing sweet commander of the Big Mom Pirates has one true love in life: donuts. You probably didn't know this, but his love for donuts is so extreme that he literally stretched his mouth from eating so many. But how does this actually make him weak? Well, whenever Katakuri eats his donuts, he completely lets his guard down, laying on his back, chilling, and even taking off his mouth cover, giving enemies a chance to surprise attack him just like Luffy did. And if that wasn't enough, it's said that if Katakuri doesn't get his donuts, he'll literally fall into depression. So yeah, donuts are his life. Okay, so we've had some pretty weird weaknesses so far, but this next one is actually a serious one, as we've got Gol D. Roger and his weakness, which was his illness. This man literally conquered the Grand Line, reached Laugh Tale, and became the first Pirate King. But there was one thing that stopped him: his incurable disease. Yeah, the only thing that could defeat Roger was health. And knowing his days were numbered, he disbanded his crew, and instead of dying quietly, he turned himself in to be executed by the world government. And we all know what happened after that. Alright, that was serious, so let's dial it back and talk about Brook's biggest weakness, and yeah, it's panties. No matter the situation, battle, danger, life or death, Brook will always find a way to sneak in his classic line: "May I see your panties?" But why is he so obsessed with them? Well, he did spend 50 years alone on a ghost ship with zero human interaction. That said, for as skilled a swordsman as Brook is, a single pair of panties could probably distract him enough to lose a fight. Although you'd think he'd learn to stop asking after all those times Nami has hit him. Let's keep going. And now we've got Boa Hancock. And her biggest weakness is, of course, Luffy. The Pirate Empress, one of the strongest women in the world who can turn anyone to stone with just a glance, is completely helpless when it comes to Luffy. She's such a love-struck mess that she's constantly blushing, daydreaming, and even fainting at just the thought of him. But it's not just because she has a massive crush that Luffy is her weakness, it's also because she'd absolutely risk everything for him. When Smoker had Luffy pinned during the Marineford War, she kicked Smoker away without hesitation, even though she was supposed to be on the side of the Marines. And let's not forget how insanely risky it was for her to smuggle Luffy into Impel Down. So yeah, no doubt about it, Luffy is Hancock's ultimate weakness. Moving on, we've got Whitebeard, and just like Roger, he had a weakness that no one can escape: old age. In his prime, he was literally called the strongest man in the world, but by the time of the Marineford War, age and illness had caught up to him. He was literally hooked up to life support machines, relied on nurses, and wasn't the unstoppable force he once was. And yet, even then, he tanked cannons, sword strikes, and magma punches, and he never won.
You got the keys, you got them to my heart, so please. You're all I'll ever want and need, so don't leave. Just stay, do night and day. Girl, let me tell you about my dreams. I was the king and you were the queen. I give you everything you need, so don't leave. Just stay, let's get away. Let's go far from here. Let's disappear, let's take the first flight out of here.
3 times Luffy tried to eat Chopper. Number 3, on Drum Island. When Luffy first saw Chopper, he immediately thought he was food.